Did you know that Will Smith wasn't the first choice for Agent J, and that the ending of Men in Black was so bad, the studio had to spend $4.5 million to fix it? Believe it or not, one of the smoothest, coolest sci-fi comedies ever made was quietly falling apart behind the scenes. When this movie dropped in 1997, it didn't look revolutionary, just two guys in suits chasing aliens. Then it took over the world. Though behind that clean, effortless vibe was a production filled with rewrites, casting drama, scientific debates, and some very strange real-world inspiration. So let's get into it. No neuralyzers here. We're uncovering 21 hidden Men in Black secrets they couldn't erase. Quick question, have you ever seen a Man in Black? I thought so. Number 1, the Men in Black might actually be real. Long before the movie existed, reports of mysterious Men in Black were already circulating in UFO communities. Witnesses claimed that after spotting strange objects in the sky, they would be visited by men in dark suits who asked detailed questions and sometimes issued subtle threats. John Keel, who wrote the Mothman Prophecies, was actually the first person to use the abbreviation MIB. Albert K. Bender claimed he was visited by 3 men in dark suits. These men threatened to imprison him if he didn't stop investigating aliens. Gray Barker also wrote multiple non-fiction books about these dark-suited men. And the story gets even stranger when you look at the actual source of the movie. Number 2, even the comic creator thinks they're real. Lowell Cunningham, the creator of the Men in Black comic, was inspired by real-world stories and unexplained encounters. To him, the Men in Black were actual agents out there preventing trouble or cleaning up the aftermath. Now imagine building a movie on that idea and still almost messing up the ending completely. Number 3, the ending was so bad they spent $4.5 million fixing it. The original ending was supposed to be Jay and the Bug in a slow-paced intellectual standoff. The point was to show the growth in Jay's character, but it didn't test well with audiences. The studio responded by spending $4.5 million on reshoots to create a stronger finale and give the people what they want. Jay blasting the S-word out of that alien. Now, fixing the ending was only one part of the chaos. Number 4, major plot changes happened late in production. In the original story, the Archelians weren't just hiding a galaxy. They were trying to hand it over to another alien race called the Baltians to end an ongoing war. The Bug's mission wasn't just about stealing it for power. He wanted to keep that war going, take the galaxy and let Earth get caught in the destruction that followed. But the filmmakers thought the story was a bit hard to follow, so they stripped it down. The Baltians were removed completely, and any references to them, including subtitles, computer screens, and even Frank the Pug's dialogue, were rewritten to simplify the plot into something cleaner and easier to track. Aliens were set. Now on to the setting. Number 5, one key setting had to be completely rewritten. One of the most memorable moments in Men in Black is when James Edwards, before he becomes Agent J, chases a disguised alien across the city. The chase was supposed to take place on the roof of Lincoln Center, which would have given the scene a more open, dramatic backdrop. The plan didn't last long. The New York Philharmonic, which controls the property, required a huge fee to use the location. So instead of stretching the budget for one sequence, the production changed the setting. The Guggenheim Museum became the replacement. Its curved architecture and tight interior ramps created a more enclosed, more intense, and arguably more memorable visual. That change improved one moment. The next one would have changed the entire vibe of the movie. Number 6, the film was almost set somewhere else entirely. A lot of the action was originally set underground, with scenes spread across places like Washington, D.C., Nevada, and Kansas. Then director Barry Sonnenfeld stepped in with a different vision. He pushed to move the story to New York, not just for the visuals, but for the behavior of the people. His reasoning was simple. In a city like New York, no one questions anything. An alien acting strange wouldn't stand out. People would just keep walking. All of these stressful changes definitely paid off. Literally. Number 7, this movie is still the highest-grossing buddy action comedy ever. Men in Black grossed over $580 million worldwide in 1997, making it one of the most successful buddy action comedies ever released. There have been some worthy contenders. Everyone thought Rush Hour 2 would knock Men in Black off its throne, but it only made $250 million. And with a record like that, it was only natural that the theme song would also break records. Number 8, Will Smith's first solo hit came from Men in Black. Before Men in Black, Will Smith had a music career. He was part of a rap duo, DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince. He being the Fresh Prince, of course. Then he co-wrote and performed the movie's theme song, and it blew up. The track appeared on the official soundtrack, which sold over 3 million copies, and also on his debut solo album, Big Willie Style, released shortly after the movie hit theaters. The song went on to win a Grammy for Best Rap Solo Performance, officially marking his transition into a solo artist. At that point, he wasn't just a rapper or a TV star or a movie star anymore. He was all three. But before the hit, no one wanted to play Agent J. Number 9, several actors also rejected Will Smith's role. By the way, did you know that Jay was supposed to be a blonde white guy? It's kind of wild to think about now, though Will Smith wasn't the first choice for Agent J. In fact, a few actors were approached for the role before him, and they passed. You know what's even wilder? Will Smith also almost said no. At the time, he had just come off Independence Day. We got a video on that, by the way. Anyway, he wasn't trying to jump straight into another Alien movie. In his head, it felt repetitive. A conversation with Steven Spielberg changed his mind. That's how we got our Agent J. Locking in Agent J was step 1. Agent K was a whole different situation. Number 10, a famous actor turned down Agent K. Before Tommy Lee Jones became the calm, no-nonsense Agent K, the role was actually offered to Clint Eastwood. And when you think about it, it makes sense. Eastwood already had that quiet, intimidating presence. The kind of guy who doesn't need to say much to control the scene. But Tommy Lee Jones played K with this dry, almost bored seriousness that worked perfectly against Will Smith's energy. The casting was coming together, but the director wasn't so sure. Number 11. The director didn't even want Tommy Lee Jones. Before Barry Sonnenfeld even directed Men in Black, he already had an opinion about Tommy Lee Jones. Sonnenfeld had seen Jones in a TV interview years earlier and concluded that Jones was harsh and difficult. His exact thought was, "Thank God I never have to work with this jerk." They eventually started working together, and Sonnenfeld ended up loving the experience. First impressions completely missed the mark. Speaking of impressions, number 12, Linda Fiorentino won her role in a poker game. Landing Dr. Laurel Weaver in Men in Black didn't come from Linda Fiorentino's resume. She actually won the role at a poker game. She met director Barry Sonnenfeld during the tournament, the movie came up, and she was hired. And if a poker game could cast a role, the right director was worth holding out for a perfect hand. Number 13, the movie was delayed just to get the right director. The producers of Men in Black had their eyes on Barry Sonnenfeld to direct. They loved the quirky tone he'd nailed in the Addams Family films, which matched the vibe they wanted. But Sonnenfeld was already set to shoot Get Shorty. Instead of hiring someone else, the studio waited for about 6 months, letting him finish first. With Sonnenfeld finally on board, the movie could get weird, in the smartest way possible. Number 14. A gravitational anomaly created the film's smartest joke. Jay launches a tiny orb around headquarters, smashing everything in sight. And Kay just says it's a practical joke from The Great Attractor.
Practical joke by The Great Attractor.
Most people laugh and move on, but this is real science. The Great Attractor is a massive gravitational anomaly many times bigger than the Milky Way, tugging galaxies around. Basically, the universe itself is messing with Jay. It lies in space. It's a joke grounded in actual theory. Number 15. Vincent D'Onofrio's iconic walk came from basketball injuries. You know that crazy stiff walk in Alien, the big bug guy? Well, Vincent D'Onofrio developed Edgar's unsettling walk after he put on sports braces. He locked off the braces so he couldn't walk and taped up both his feet. Then he tried to walk. It created this restrained, physical, odd thing. That level of commitment didn't stop with the humans. Number 16. Frank the Pug was treated like a full-blown celebrity. The Frank you see on screen was actually a pug named Mushu, and on set he lived like a star. His trainer, Cheryl Shaver, made sure he traveled in business class, slept in the hotel room, and ate steak or chicken from room service. Bottled water only, of course. When the team went all out for Mushu, you can bet not even the Ray-Bans would go untouched. Number 17, Ray-Ban almost missed out one of the biggest product placements ever. The sunglasses that Smith & Jones rock are Ray-Ban Predator 2 shades. To cut reflections on camera, a special coating was added, which meant the Ray-Ban name had to be removed. The brand pushed to put the logo back, but the studio said no. Will Smith got creative, slipping Ray-Bans into the lyrics of the Men in Black theme song.
What was dead is now going black suit with the black Ray-Bans.
Just like that, those $100 shades were flying off the shelves. With props this precise, it's no wonder even scientists got curious about what the movie got right. Number 18. Scientists actually reviewed the movie's accuracy. Badastronomy.com broke down every astronomical claim in Men in Black, pointing out what worked and what didn't. For example, when Agent K warns about a 3-hour customs delay after a trip of 17 trillion miles,
3-hour delay in customs after a trip of 17 trillion miles is going to make anybody cranky. You know what I mean?
the site notes that Proxima Centauri, the nearest star, is about 25 trillion miles away. So the math is slightly off. And speaking of slight inaccuracies, number 19. The movie was not a hit, allegedly. Men in Black raked in $589 million worldwide, but Hollywood accounting plays its tricks. Screenwriter Ed Solomon revealed that according to Sony's books, the movie never officially turned a profit. He said it never made them a dime. Money aside, the universe was big enough to almost collide with another hit franchise. Number 20. A Men in Black crossover almost happened. After the 2014 Sony hack, leaked emails revealed the studio once planned a crossover with 21 Jump Street. Jonah Hill and Channing Tatum would play cops, while it's unclear if Smith or Jones would have returned. Hill himself called the idea clean, rad, and powerful. We never got that movie. Instead, they gave us Men in Black International with Chris Hemsworth and Tessa Thompson. And even without a mashup movie, Men in Black found a new playground. Number 21. Will Smith and Rip Torn reprised their roles for an amusement park ride. In 2000, Men in Black Alien Attack opened at Universal Studios, Florida. Will Smith and Rip Torn returned to film a short video and record their voices, guiding riders as they shot animatronic aliens with laser guns. Covering 70,000 square feet, it was the largest dark ride Universal had built at the time. Fans could finally step inside the MIB universe and feel like part of the action. Now we want to hear from you. Which moment from Men in Black is your favorite? Edgar revealing his true form, or Agent J's first test at MIB headquarters? Drop your answers in the comments. If you enjoyed this, check out our expose on Independence Day. The link is on your screen. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe for more classic movie secrets. Now, you know the difference between you and me? I'll make this look good.
You know what the difference is between you and me? I make this look good.
See you in the next one.